Let us try to understand the goals of an objective statement in a resume. Most of the times, you may have heard conflicting views about whether to include an objective statement or not on the resume. So, what should we really do? Should we really include the objective or not? In what cases do we need an objective statement? When can we omit it? The objective statement in a resume can be of great value if done correctly and presented to the target, in this case, your future employer. So before we see when to present an objective statement, let us understand why we should present it in the first place. An objective statement is written to help the reader understand your reasons and the motivation for applying for a specific job. In other words, it could be seen as your interest behind the job application, and this gives direction to the way the things can progress. Having said that, there are two scenarios that we need to consider while writing an objective statement. The first case is that you are very early in your career, or maybe you have recently graduated, or perhaps you are in between changing careers. In cases such as these, you will find a very good use for an objective statement. This is very helpful because firstly, you may not have much of an experience to talk about. Secondly, mentioning why you are interested in a specific job requirement will help your future employer understand where you want to go with your selections in life and your purpose for doing so. This will give them an opportunity to understand where you might fit in the organization and then make a decision based on that. In the second case, you are someone who is experienced and have worked for some time in the industry. So for such professionals who have gathered experience over the years, an objective statement is very less likely to be useful and hence not required. Let's take a look at few examples of objective statements. Example 1 is the standard way of writing an objective statement. To obtain a web designer position that promotes growth in an environment that I can contribute my web design skills and continue to develop experience in a professional environment. This statement is pretty basic in the sense that it just defines the role that this job application is for, and then it discusses the skills that the applicant has and how these skills will be utilized. For some, this might seem like a pretty basic statement. And yes, why not? If you are really new in the industry or fresh out of graduation, such kind of standard objective statement could be a lifesaver. Example 2. Bad way of writing an objective statement. Create new icons, create new designs in Photoshop, convert Photoshop designs to HTML pages. Visualizing these goals, we can deliver new products to the customer. This objective statement merely states the tasks that the applicant has done pretty much every day at the desk. It fails to deliver the real reason or the motivation behind applying for this job and hence causes the reader to lose track of what to expect if the candidate is hired. This kind of a job statement is perfect recipe for disaster, so make sure to avoid it at all costs. Example 3. Correct way of writing an objective statement. An expert designer well versed in the field of web design and development, I'm seeking a challenging opportunity to serve large projects where my talent, skills, and passion for web design along with my experience could be fully utilized. This objective statement is a really good way of describing in a very brief manner why the applicant is worthy of the job. It gives a brief yet good insight into the skills that the applicant has and how the skills and experience would be used to benefit the organization. Such kind of objective statement would definitely increase the employer's interest in the resume and would inspire them to keep reading further. As the applicant have summarized his skills as web design and web development related, this instantly conveys to the employer that the applicant is a perfect aspirant for web design and development related jobs. This could be one of the deal makers for the applicant if the resume is shortlisted at the end. On the same lines, as the applicant has listed the skills that he or she possesses very clearly, they would not be called for interview for other job roles. This saves time for both the job applicant and the employer. In conclusion, an objective statement is a great option to list on your resume if you're a fresher in the industry, as it provides a sense of direction for the future employer and understand your interest. On the flip side, if you are someone who has many years of experience, you can omit writing an objective statement and instead focus on writing a professional summary that would summarize your achievements. We will look at how to write a professional summary in the next video. That's all for now. We'll see you in the next video. If this video was helpful, please show your support by leaving a like, comment, and share the video on social media. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell icon to receive all future updates. Thanks for watching.